Our team's been waiting for probably the past 45 minutes for this match to be able to start, and we're finally going to be underway. And Fire Arrow, the jet that we saw last week making significant impact, is going to open us up once again, and that's going to be an early 2 kills here for WHO.
Frosty plays on the Cypher. WHO running this double duelist with a Cypher setup, just the Fade and the Omen for that util backup. Meanwhile, a more conventional attack for the composition for the defense for Centennials, but they're all falling. Cherish able to get 1 pick, but it's left at 31 health. Hypnoid, however, able to find a pick. Cherish, not much they can do. They're going to fall in a quick round 1. It's going to be given to WHO. And yeah,
And I mean, right now, we didn't get a chance to go over it at the start. Centennials is going to be Cherish, Phoenix Voids, Whiff God, Forest, and Strange. On the other side, for WHO, we'll have Frosty, Hypnode, Fire Arrow, Rob Snapclap, and Yokildo. Yokido? Figure that out.
Yokido. We talked about that. I think
it's Kildo. So you probably had a conversation last week about it.
Yokido.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if we get it wrong, they can yell at us, and we'll figure it out for the next round. But it is going to be
big haunt.
Some switch ups. Yeah, that was a big haunt. Both teams are running the Fade 2 over Sova, which is kind of interesting. And you're going to see a Cypher instead of a Killjoy for the side of WHO. They do know there's a player in this corner. Frosty's going to pop out, get 1, gets 2 as well. But there's some weapons recovered here. Strange has a Spectre.
It does have 100 health, so plenty of health to work with if they choose to use this. But we've got still only on that classic, but Spike's going to go down. You're going to see a couple players just going to push. You just see actually the Cypher pushed all the way out. Whiffgod's going to get cut out. And Yokido, watch the angle. Strange falls. And 3 members survive for WHO as they get 2 on the board. They're able to win their anti-eco. And now on the bonus, they're going to have 3 players with decent weapons. The ability to buy up they want to. But on the side of Centennials, they're gonna have the weapons on the defense. They're looking to hold as best as they can.
We're gonna be setting up. It is gonna be the gun round, and nothing is gonna be really bought in for WHO, so it's gonna be a true bonus. They're gonna maintain all the weapons in going into this round. I think Rob just bought like a sheriff. I think that was kind of it. No rifles at all, so you're gonna see them.
Yep. Slow pushing for the side of WHO, deciding to just treat this as a true bonus, not investing too much. I'm not going to find too much, but Whiffgod's going to be able to get the first pick, but it's going to be traded out. Fire Arrow with that ghost gets the headshot. And Hypno finds another one, finds Strange over on that B side, and Hypno's just going to walk out of there. Pressure either way. And Phoenix's attention is now divided, but the Spike is going to go down towards this A site. Left to Cherish in heaven to deny it, but it seems like they're just going to play for the retake.
Yeah, we're going to see right now. I mean, it's going to be a 3v3, 3v2, as actually Cherish is going to find 2 from up top. And Fire Arrow's going to be so low in this corner here. Going to go down. It's going to be all in the last player in hell. And it's going to be cleaned up. Forrest is going to pick that one up at the end. That is going to be the defuse now. Centennials is going to pick the round up.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent stuff coming from the retake. You know, you're a little sad that you only can bring 2 rifles back into the round, but we're able to clear out these angles perfectly in that retake. You know, only losing 1 member in trying to get back onto the site. Nothing to scoff at. And now it's going to be rifles on both sides of the lobby.
Well, mostly rifles here. The players from
Mostly
the side
rifles.
of Centennials are a bit poor, actually, it looks like.
Yeah.
Cherish might be able to buy 1 on the rifle. But other than that, it looks like it's going to be kind of a half buy here. Whereas the other side, WHO, going to be coming in fully loaded. All rifles, all utility that they need. Little money left over to spare. And we're going to go.
Phoenix just going to go with the classic and the light shield. So a very strange buy coming from Centennials, who were able to win that last round. But again, as you were saying, so much damage done means that they're not going to have the money for it. Looks like who's going to want to walk up towards that B side. Paint Shell's going to delay the push a little bit. Draw some rotators out. It's going to be 4 members of Centennials here on defense. The trade comes out. Fire Arrow able to get 1, but 2 kills immediately come from Strange and Forest. Rob Snapclap able to even the numbers out, but Cherish is watching the angle from the smoke. 3v2 in favor of Centennials as the spike is yet to be planted. Looks like it's just going to back up. Frosty plays, gets the spam through the garage window, and it's a 2v2 once again. C-side's open, and that's where the spike's going to end up. It's going to be a quick aggress from Strange, perhaps. Maybe wanted to get for the spam through.
Spike planted.
He's going to get around this corner, though, but both players are going to duck out of sight, so not going to spot anything.
Oh, the timing.
Might have been spotted by the camera. Yeah, I think officially there. Yeah, there's going to be the camera. That's going to be the ult coming through. It's going to be a 1v1 now. Cherish versus Frosty. And Cherish knows where Frosty is. Knows that he's down there on long. Shots are going to come through. The one tap will be there. The reset of the spray. And that means Cherish is going to pick that one up. And that's going to be another round for Centennials.
We are tied back up here on Haven. The lockdown invested. I was a little questioning, like, oh, that was a really use of a huge ultimate, but it's so early. That was only round 4, and it forces Cherish to know exactly where that Cypher is going to be. There's only one place, and that's going to be in that little cubby area. Wins the 1v1. Nice spray control, being really patient with that. And again, we are tied back up, and that's going to force Who onto a very weak, a much weaker buy. Not going to be much better for the Centennials. But they're at least going to have some rifles, while it's going to be pistols and stingers for the side of WHO Esports.
Get out of my way.
Looking to play a little slower. Knives going to be invested for WHO. Just looking to see what pressure they can bring. A smoke in the garage. A haunt over on A. Not much.
Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, it's going to be just the push here. It's going to be, your quasi-buy here. Yokioto will have a Bulldog. The Knives are going to be out for Fire Arrow as well. They're going to be walking right into the Killjoy setup here.
Yep, rotators are already on their way from the C and the B side. And it's going to be a 5v5 for all. Nightfall's going to be only finding 1, maybe 2 players. But the side's going to be at least given up for Who. So they're able to get the spike down, but the Molly actually prevents the spike from going down. Cherish falls, and Phoenix finds another kill. Hypno good with 2 headshots with that Sheriff, but it's just on the Fire Arrow with the knives. Strange is going to take them down. It's going to be 3 members surviving for Centennials as they take the lead here on Haven.
Yep, well, so I mean, the issue that we're seeing right now is that this match is too close, which means there's potential for overtime.
Oh. Jesus Christ, don't scare me like that.
I don't know if my voice is going to survive that long if we have an overtime, because there'll be the overtime plus another Lotus. So honestly, my voice will probably die before that happens at the rate that we're going right now. But it is going to be 3-2. Centennials is going to be up. It's going to be full rifles now across the board. Both teams now coming through. And we're going to see where they want to start off with Hypno in a spammable spot, but it doesn't look like anyone's really pointing a gun in his direction. So going to be okay for the time being here. As the players are beginning to move, it does look like it's going to be a B-side, C-side focus here as they're pushing up.
Yep. Just some information. That flash guiding light is going to be able to spot at least 1 player in mid. It's going to be actually 4 members of WHO Esports just holding this courtyard control. Pushing up towards that B site, towards these arches. Playing patiently, it's going to be contact. But Wolfgon able to win that 1v1. The Phantom spray just slightly better for the Sky. Fire goes down. Seeker's going to be invested. And Cherish is actually going to find another pick. As I say that, unable to get onto the Spiker, WHO Esports, and Cherish picks up another one. Rob Snapclack on this flank has to become up huge and has to come up fast. 42 seconds left on the round, and Spike is left out. You can see the look would be huge though. Able to get 1, goes for 2. Rob Snapclack evens the numbers out just ever so slightly. If they're able to get this pick, no. 1v3 now. Let's have that Omen ultimate, but it's going to be met with Forest holding heaven. Holding the high boxes. 4 on the round for Centennials, and WHO Esports are back to a low buy.
They're going to be forced back. I mean, this is a nice comeback that you'd like to see. Centennials bringing it back in 4 straight rounds. Building up some good money as well. Okay, as I say that, Whiff God goes to 0. But, I mean, it's going to be a decent buy, honestly, on the side of WHO. That's 3 rifles and a Sheriff and a Spectre. So really, this is not going to be an easy round if that's what Centennials is expecting. There's actually going to be rifles, evening up the money a little more, get some charity action from a teammate. Yeah. I'm going to see where WHO wants to go with this. I mean, they do have, you know, not the most ideal buy, but you still have a couple Vandals to work with, and that's a pretty good amount.
Yeah, and it looks like we're just going to play slow. Nothing fast, aggressive for the side of WHO Esports. Not looking to burst onto a site. Instead, playing the slow default, leaning towards this A side originally. The Haunt's going to find no pressure towards A main. And ooh,
That is early.
Gonna be the Fade
That is
ultimate,
really early.
Nightfall. But it's gonna clear all of A, but Hypnote is still... It's gonna take that timing. Timing's gonna be absolutely perfect. WHO Esports are capitalizing off of this Fade, getting false information, and Whiffgot's gonna get overwhelmed. The Bulldog coming up huge, able to get the first pick onto the round 4 WHO Esports, and it's gonna be up to Cherish to hold this site down. And the Neural Theft also invested. It's gonna bring out the location of the Centennials defenders. Spike's gonna go down relatively for free, and now all Centennials. Now WHO Esports can just try and get the spike down, but they didn't play it.
They're leaving.
What?
Yeah, they're out the other side. They committed this full rotation from Centennials over to this side of the map. And yeah, that ult is going to signal now to Centennials that, hey, they are not here whatsoever. They're going to get this down for free.
Wow, what a big brain play.
Spike planted.
You know, I would have been happy to
Strange
get the
might
side
go
on the
huge,
A,
though.
but
Strange here.
is holding this angle so close. Yokito isn't able to get one, but Frosty's there for the trade, thankfully. Picks up the Vandal for the upgrade. Haunt's able to find one location. Drops that back, got the timing. But Fire Air is there, already in Garage, able to find one.
One enemy remaining.
2 players left. Make that 1 player. It's just Cherish on that. Killjoy has 2 players that are low, 1 flanking. Cherish has to reload, gets the 2K. 1v2, 1 player super low. The Cypher trip is too good. Breakthrough could have been there, but Hypno is just going to peek out the old-fashioned way.
They had 10 HP combined.
Holy.
They had 10
Jesus
HP between the 2
Christ.
players.
Absolutely winnable for the defense, but WHO Esports barely hold on with 10 health remaining, and they're able to tighten the gap just a little bit closer. But Centennials winning 4 rounds in a row, actually have a good enough bank to keep buying this round. But WHO Esports, that was a half buy. They didn't have full rifles. Strange is trying to kill us.
They're rigging this for us. This was all planned. They picked these maps on purpose. They know Haven goes to OT. But it is going to be, I mean, almost full rifles. You're going to see 1 Spectre in the mix. The rest of them fully equipped, it looks like. As they're going to head over here. And actually, Killjoy... Yeah, I was going to say, Cherish is currently facing the wall in spawn. And is now disconnected from the round. So, we're going to be down a player here for the time being, it looks like.
Gonna cry. What a night Shio and I are gonna have.
It's EMEA 2.0.
EMEA 2.0, but it's 11:27 and we're not even halfway through the first map.
Nope, absolutely not. I mean, this will take us to 8 rounds here. The Haunt's going to come through. It's going to spot 1. Frosty, though, will pick off Whiff. That's going to be
Frosty
early,
gets
and now it's
2.
going to be 2 players left. Yeah, Strange
That's
is
my
going to go
former
down as well.
Yeah, former Cloud9 teammate. Ooh, Phoenix. Fire Arrow getting a little too aggressive. Phoenix able to pick that kill up, but it's going to get seized, held onto the stairs, and it's just going to be a 2v4 retake. Spam through.
That smoke's going to miss, actually. He just went right down through the ground.
Yeah, but not much time left on the round. It looks like Centennials want to just back up, save these rifles, and we are going to be tied back up here on Haven once again.
Going to be
Really
4
nice
apiece
stuff
here.
coming out. Yeah, 2 rounds in a row for WHO Esports. Really nice stuff coming out of the attackers. They've been able to manipulate the map extremely well once they started getting these rifles in the round. Once they were able to start getting the ultimate cycling. And yes, that's going to call a timeout from Strange. But I think that just might be a tech timeout, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a regular timeout, I guess, that they just went through with. But yeah, it does look like we are going to have another disconnect. And we're going to see if that player PC crashed.
Okay,
Oh, no.
okay. That's not end of the world. Not the end of the world. It's not like your entire internet goes out or your game's not loading. Just a PC crash. Unless it breaks. Then it's kind of bad. I don't have a PC. I have a little laptop I like to use.
You know, that laptop puts in a lot of work.
Yes, she does. She's lasted me so long.
Yeah, I mean, also realistically, you don't really need a desktop for school anyway. You got to move that around all the place.
Yeah, that's why.
Which I found out. I realized, like, I built my desktop, I think my second last year. And then they're like, oh, you gotta move this all the time. Like, it's a pain. Well, gonna see if someone actually knows how to pause the match timer here. Oh, there you go. Someone knows.
Yay! 4-4. We've seen that notification. So,
It does say broadcast, actually. Okay, I wasn't wrong. When the reset happened, it does say broadcast.
Yeah.
That's why I was absolutely terrified when that reset came through. I was like, was that me?
Frosty begging for an overtime. And Cherish is back. Here we go. So, nothing too long this time.
Everybody back up and running. Yep, we do have everybody in the lobby. We should be good. We're ready to go back again. 4-4. WHO and Centennials all tied up. And I think, but Centennials is 3-1. WHO is 2-2. So both these teams are really basically fighting here for a spot in the finals. A 2-0 for either side will secure their spot, I'm pretty sure, in that finals match.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very important round, and you can see both of these teams playing so well. 4-4 already tied up here as we go into round 9. You know, it is for fun, but the competitive spirit lives on. It's going to be an omen battle towards C long at the spike, looking like they want to go towards this courtyard. Forest and Hypno could be absolutely huge against one another. Forest will get spotted with that smoke to help the garage.
Cover going out.
And yeah, both smokes invested, but it's going to be this B side where WHO Esports looking like they want to finish.
You're going to see. I mean, Strangers are going to see
peaks.
this here. Should be well aware now.
They just run through.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
Seize.
Oh, and that nade's going to be huge. Fire was just barely going to be able to dash out of it. Brought down to 27 HP, though, which should be make him really low for this fight. And is going to go down. The Spectre from Strange going huge here finds 2. And the spike as well, so they're well aware that this is the spike and is going to be here. And he's going to spot that player as well that's running away.
Rob snap, clap, and hit Yokido, and just kind of run away with the spike. C-site should be able to go down, planting in a safe-ish position. 2v4.
Last player standing.
But make that 2v1. Hypno tries to get aggressive in garage. Strange picks up the 3k for themselves. Yokido on an island by himself spots the gun barrel, but isn't able to flick in time. 4 kills for Strange, and Centennials will not give up their lead of 4-4 as we'll get to 5. 9 rounds in, and you're looking at Centennials, and they're playing extremely well on this map.
Their teeth will chatter in the cold and dark.
This is WHO's map pick too. So on this attacking round, you want to see a little bit more coming out as we go into these last 3 rounds of their attacking half. Because this is a 3-site map, you know, you really favor the offense as the defense has to be spread a little further thin. But it seems like Centennials holding extremely well and playing the retakes. Strange already has another Nightfall. It's going to be absolutely huge for the retake or for just getting information early in the round as they did earlier in this half. Again, slow push from WHO Esports, wanting to push courtyard. An absolute silence goes out. It rings through the map.
Yeah, I mean, Strange is... I mean, it's nice to see, actually. The Killjoy setup has been getting moved around the map. Right, you can see it's now over on the C side. It was on the A previously, so they're shifting that setup depending on the rounds. So, I mean, who's not really being conditioned to expect it? They know that, I mean, you walk into any site right now and you might run into the Killjoy utility. They do look like they're making their way up A long, and no one's really giving them a chance at an early fight.
Yeah. It's going to be... The Ray is trying to deny the spike, but Hypno actually able to find Forest. Showstopper going to be available for Phoenix, able to find Rob snap clapping. That's the spike down. They know where this play is going to go, and Cherish capitalizes, finds the Omen, but it's going to be traded out by Frosty. Lockdown going to be invested, and they're going to just run out, despite having so little time. WHO Esports is going to try and pivot to a different site. All 3 players should be able to get out. The lockdown absolutely coming out clutch, but they're going to have to run to the C site. It's going to be a battle. It's a race who can get there fastest. The Killjoy Mollies are available. That could deny the spike plant. Are they going to be able to see that? Yeah, fire arrows off of the site. Showstopper available. There is time. There is time.
Planted.
There's time to get the spike down. Yokido holding that Showstopper, making sure that the spike can go down. tries to go for the 1v1, but Cherish is just a little too good. Frosty Place has to be huge at stopping this lurk from Strange. Strange not knowing where to look. It's a 2v2, but Phoenix able to take down Fire Arrow.
No HP on these two
2v1.
players, though. They're just so low.
And the Neural Theft is going to spot no one on that flank. Frosty knows where these two players are. Location's found. Spike's in a weird position, but Phoenix, the nice body shot. Frosty plays down to 75 health. Was able to just get hit, unable to win that. And now, 2 rounds left in the half. Centennials come up huge with a good retake.
And Cherish with a whole 1 HP at the end of that, too.
You want to hear something funny? Accidentally, I was texting my partner, and I had my my text-to-speech on. So I just got that entire round on text.
Let's make some chaos.
That's freaking hilarious. Alrighty, here we go. Round 11. Centennials starting to really come into their own on this defense. Will guarantee them at least a tide or an advantage going into the next half. Knives going to be invested for the side of WHO Esports. They really need a round 1, and they're still playing slow. The Haunt's going to tag a couple players. Fire Arrow. You're looking towards the Jet player to come up huge. No one on the C side, so this could be really big for WHO Esports if they choose to go for it. And yes, that's exactly what they're going to do. Turret's going to take some contact. The Mollies are going to slow, but it's going to be the Nightfall that's going to be slowing down this entire push. No sound, no health for the attackers, but Forrest and Cherish able to pick up 2 kills. Cherish grabs a 3rd for themselves. Just down the Rob Snapclack on this fade. Gonna run into the entire team. The firing squad comes out. The double peek is too good. Phoenix finds a kill for themselves, and that's 7 on the board for Centennials. And as we go into the last round, WHO Esports are going to barely be able to buy up. They do have the Omen ult. They do have their own Nightfall. And they need a round win on their own map pick. Excellent stuff coming out from the defense once again. Nightfall was absolutely perfect. Understanding, hey, we left this entire C site. We're going to play a retake on it. And they play an early retake, not even letting the spike go down. And this time, WHO Esports looking like they're just going to 5-stack. Push A, and there's that Nightfall.
There it goes.
Not going to tag anyone. No one's going to tag.
I think it just came up short. Yeah, it didn't actually reach the whole way onto the site. It looks like it didn't clear it all out. But they're expecting to teleport up top, which was correct. And Hypno's going to find a couple from up there. But at the end of the day, Cherish, who realistically right now, if you want a player alive in a clutch situation, you want it to be Cherish. But 1v4 is a lot to ask right now.
2 kills for Hypnoid. 2 kills for the Jet. 2 kills for the Omen for the offense as they're able to make things a 1v4. Spike's going to go down and no one's holding heaven. Turret's going to go down. And really, Cherish has got to be absolutely huge. It's going to be an incredible win if they can win it, but the spray through is too good. They spot the gun barrel. They spot the body. Hypno gets the kill credit. And we're going into the half, 7-5 in favor of Centennials, as they are going to take the advantage onto the attacking round. WHO Esports on their defense. They still need to start finding something. But with that raise, with that Jet, I think that's where you can start getting aggressive defenses, start containing space with the boom bot, with the paint shells, and that's where that Cypher is going to come up absolutely huge.
Yep, no, absolutely. I mean, Cherish 17-5, posts at 3
crap.
KD through the first half. And the 5 deaths are probably the 5 rounds they lost. Cherish probably survived every other round of the map so far.
Clutch player for the side Centennials, holding this team and keeping them in chumps contention as they switch sides. Centennials on the aggressive, looking like they want to go towards this A side, but WHO Esports not gonna be aware of this trip. Yep, just gonna get broken, but it's gonna be at least alert that WHO Esports that there is some pressure towards this site. Good camera from Frosty, able to tag up with God, and that is going to allow a slowdown, but it's going to be the explosion onto the site. Frosty has to be good for 1, but isn't able to get anything straight to with God. Find the first 2 picks. Fire God. Hypno Everyone falls. Strange with a 3K for themselves. They want more, and they are able to get more. 4 kills for the Fade on the side of Centennials, and they're going to go up 8-5.
Exactly. We are doing very well.
Yeah, they're going to roll right through. That's going to be 8-5 right now, which is putting a bit of a dent in the chances of overtime right now that Strange kind of wanted. But right now, that's going to be full Spectres across the board probably right now for the side of Centennials. Maybe a Bulldog, we'll see. Not too sure on the other side. Rob Snapclap is going to buy in with a Marshall. So it's going to go down to 400. Not a lot of money to work with in the next round if the rest of the team just kind of works with the classics. But it does look like that's going to be the case. No extra purchases being made. And I mean, to be fair, we've seen classics do a significant amount of damage before. And Rob is going to pick off Strange right out of the gate. And then eats a nade.
Yeah. It's a trade, but that trade is going to favor Centennials. They do have the weapons advantage. Quick peek from Forrest up into the garage window, and Hypno actually picked up the Marshall, able to get a nice little headshot. Still a 3v3, but Hypno's kind of trapped. 22 health for them. Spike should be going down to C for free. And Fire Arrow trying to see what they can find. Forrest a span through just a little better. Fire Arrow down to such low health. Finds one, but Frosty's able to trade it. Able to get the weapon upgrade, but Cherish onto this site. Decides to use those mollies early. Boombox gonna clear out the site. Aggressive pick from Cherish. They're able to get one more pick added to the collection. And it's Frosty plays on the Cypher in a 1v2. Blast packed. Their locations, no. Good spray control from the Classic. Forced to reload with 4 bullets left in the chamber. Phoenix shows themselves, but the spray through with the Spectre just a little too good. Frosty goes down, and Centennials win their anti-eco, but it is so close. No one really going to be able to buy up in this round. So Centennials going to buy. It's going to be rifle v rifle for this next round. Round 15 is going to be a bloodbath either way you swing it. Rob Snap on that Marshall. Everyone else with rifles, and the other side with God on the Bulldog. You saw Stinger in there and 3 rifles. So relatively equal buys going to this round. Whoever loses is going to be at such an econ disadvantage.
Yep, but right now, I mean, you're going to see it looks like for right now, they want to commit this towards the A site. It's going to be 2 players available. You're going to fire out as well as Frosty. He's going to be here. Frosty on that Cypher is going to have the camera out ready and waiting. Is going to spot some of that utility coming in, though. So they should be pretty aware that this is coming. And yeah, they're going to spot out. They're going to trigger some of these cages. Going to see. And I mean, it goes down, but the players are going to be on the site. And Fire Arrow is going to be blind, is going to be harassed. Can't see a single thing, basically. He's stuck in the smoke. And it's going to pop out. And is going to find one somehow. But there's a player right beside him. Is going to drop. It's all going to be down to Cherish now on this flank in a 1v3.
Frosty from Heaven able to get 3K, holds down the site as everyone tries to swarm into the site. Frosty's able to pick 1, 2, 3. Cherish on this flank, as you were saying. That's going to look huge. Might be able to get Yokito, and a nice little flick from them. Make it a 1v2, but their location is now seen. Now, it's going to see how aggressive does WHO Esports want to get.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, Frosty spots the body. 86 health for Cherish, no armor. Util completely in favor of who? Centennials KJ. Spike out in the open. They have to get aggressive now. Able to get 1 pick almost, but Ross Snapclap just a little better with the spray through. WHO Esports win their first rifle round. 2 members surviving. It's going to be a very strange round going into the next, as everyone's kind of going to be on weird half buys, weird rifles. You're going to see a lot of half shields. Some Bulldog already.
See. I mean, for Fire, I mean, okay, the Marshals are coming out again. These guys are loving the Marshals. They really do enjoy these weapons. Okay, well, Fire got rid of one. Not a true Marshal enjoyer.
Boo.
Confirmed. Boom.
Hey, if you look at the ultimates for Centennials, 9-6, but Centennials coming up with 2 big ultimates, the Lockdown and the Nightfall. Absolutely huge at grabbing the site and locking it down with the Lockdown. But Forrest able to get the first pick. Big pick, as Strange is going to take a lot of damage. But they're going to give up the A angle. Decide to rotate over to the B. Rob Snapclap's going to be able to hear this. Going to help rotators draw over towards B. Centennials doing their due diligence, holding down the site. And with God, looks like they want to get aggressive. Boombot's not gonna spot much. Will run into 1v1 against Frosty Plays, and it's good for that. Frosty Plays falls 5v3 in favor of Centennials. Make that a 5v2. Cherish to KJ, able to find Rob Snapclap. Last two defenders stuck on this A link.
Last player standing.
Fire arrow falls, and Hypno just blinded up, mollied off. Might be able to get one. The Bulldog spray good enough, but the Classic. Ooh! The right click from the Classic, able to take down Strange. But Force is there for the trade. Double digits granted to Centennials. And as we go to round 17, it's going to be the life buy for WHO Esports. Maybe even a proper save, which I think they need to start thinking of if they want to have a chance to stay in this map.
Yep, I mean, it's going to be, it's up to 10. You're going to see another kind of quasi buy. Frosty has a Bucky.
Oh my god. But look at the attack from Centennials. It's not great. 2 sheriffs, 3 rifles, light shields for 4 members.
I think they're not expecting a significant buy into this round because you look at it, they still have money. They could afford weapons if they wanted to, realistically, but they chose not to. Instead, they're gonna go for the pistols as well. You have 3 rifles. They're expecting that to be enough into this round. It looks like the spike made it over here towards A and towards C as of right now, and Sarab is gonna spot that out, so they're gonna be aware. That's gonna be the fade. C's is going to prevent any move up here. It looks like a Forest is going to get the first pick on towards Fire Arrow. Hypnode will trade back though onto Forest, and that is going to be a Killjoy ultimate. This
Spike down. Attacker
Spike.
spawn.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did Hypnode get back there?
Yeah, it was a really far push up through A main. They were just 2 ships passing through the night. Rob Snapclap's able to find a pick, but the Spike, it's such an awkward position. It's going to leave us in 2v2. Strange trying to get over and find their teammate, but everyone's divided up. Managed to get the timing. Cherish and Strange able to spot each other. Frosty on this Bucky could be huge, but the Yokido on that lurk was a little better. The right click from the Bucky, able to get one. Spike now completely in favor. Frosty now has the ability. 24 seconds. Frosty needs to play for their life. Cherish needs to get the Spike, but they spot the body. Cherish looking to get aggressive, able to get the kill. 11 for the board for the Centennials, and the half buy works. What a weird map we've had. What a weird snipe.
I'm still so confused how Hypnode got into that spot because I was looking at the minimap and I see an X appear like outside of C. I'm going, how did they die? How did someone get there? And then you check where Hypnode just died. I'm going, but there's a player in sewers. What happened here? And well, the answer is, like you said, ships in the night. Nobody saw it. Don't go right past each other. And then surprise,
right
Hypnode's in the back
main.
line.
Yeah, defense pushed through A main, offense pushed right through short. They missed each other, and the Spike goes down towards the C. The lockdown was invested in short, and holy crap, that was so confusing. That's where you wish you had a replay operator, but no need for that. We're getting right back into it. Round 18, here we go. Fire Arrow with the knives. Spots out Cherish. Doesn't expect Whiffgot to be holding so close. Now he does.
Definitely saw him there.
There's the location. Yep. It's still going to be holding towards Hay Bale. As all Centennials still want to play the slow and allow picks to come through, and Whiffgot able to find Yokido on that raise. B side going to be slightly weaker. No one on this A side except the Omen, who's pushed all the way through A lobby. So for at least WHO Esports does have half of the map control, and Frosty Plays finding Strange. Big pick. Hypnode holding so much information with the Spectre. Rob Snapclap taking advantage. 2 kills go towards the fade. Forest able to trade things out, but it's just down the Forest, and a nice little 2 headshots from Fire Arrow, able to find the last 2 members of Centennials. WHO Esports are not out of this map yet.
Nope, not yet for sure. They maintain, they retrieve all the guns as well, and that means they're gonna have 4 rifles and a Spectre. Somebody can buy you a kill though, come on. Gotta be good teammates. They do have a lot of ultimates though. I mean, there's so much online right now in this map. As of right now, it's gonna be 11-7. Centennials 2 away from the victory, but there's just so much right now on the board. You're gonna have the Seekers, you're gonna have Showstopper, Nightfalls as well, along with the Cypher ultimate. There's just so much right now. The Neuro uplink.
Centennials.
We're gonna see.
Going for a fast garage aggression. They are on a half buy. They want to be able to buy into the next round, but do enough damage, and those stingers can do the damage. Rob Snap can attest for it. Going to be the first one down. Fire Arrow able to try and trade that out, but Cherish More trades coming through. Hypno and Cherish each able to find one. It's going to be a 3v3. Raises alive for both sides, but Hypno able to even things out. It's up to these two attackers holding the backside of C. Neural Steps going to be huge. Drawing these players out. Phoenix with a little blast pack. Blast pack. Able to find one, and Cherish gonna watch the lurk. Tries to get the kill. And Phoenix is there for the trade. So, not a lot of time left. Phoenix left to 41 health. Just gonna hold the spike. No idea where Frosty is. Frosty knows no idea where there is. But there's no time on the clock. Match points are gonna be granted to Centennials. Frosty gets out with his life, but they have to get 5 rounds in a row to keep themselves in this map and bring it to overtime on their own map pick.
Yep, we're going to see. I mean, it is going to be full rifles on the board. I think on the other side, just going to be Yokito again, short with just a Spectre to work with. It's going to be match point for Centennials. Looking to finish this one off. I believe this was actually whose pick. So this is going to be Centennials taking their opponent's map pick right now. I mean, okay, first you got to finish it.
Yeah.
Okay, or Strange is going to give up 5 straight rounds and we go to overtime. That
early nightfall, just for information. Rob Snapchat loves doing that. Grabs so much information, but it's gonna be Forest able to get the first pick on Fire Arrow. It's gonna open up that A site, and a nightfall of their own is gonna be used. Forest just gonna TP, trying to get heaven control, and yes, that's gonna be exactly what's granted. Tries to go for the 1v1. Frosty, but falls to Forest. 3v5. Seeker's gonna be invested. Yokito's able to get 1 for their troubles, but not much can be done. Rob Snap and Clap.
Take hold.
And the raise up to a 1v2. Yokito has to come up huge. Has the showstopper. Might be good for 1. Is good for 1, but the Molly takes him out with God. Too many aims to look out. Falls. And the map.
Picks coming in for today. We got 2 Omens, 2 Chambers, a Neon, a Gecko, and a Sky and a Ray. Like, there is some wild picks going on here.
Absolutely. No one playing traditional in whatsoever. That's the beauty of Challengers Mix. Get whatever you want. But Frosty, I know that personally. He loves that chamber. It's going to look like he wants to invest it towards this A side along with that race, holding that rubble control. But it's looking like the spike's going to actually be invested towards that C site.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Are going to be holding.
I mean, something to note, actually. There is no Killjoy on either team. There is no intention to like lock stuff down here with a site. They're going to be playing for the utility. You're going to have, I mean, if you count, if you count Chambers a duelist, you have 2 duelists available.
Wingman for the play.
How did Whiff God get back here? How did he get there?
I think he just literally pushed up B for free. I think he just pushed all the way through B. It's like, hey guys, can we just plan B? I think we got this for free. Yeah, I think it's a clear site. Let's just try it. Spike did go down for free, but it's gonna be the spam through. No post plant utility really, and Spike is gonna get half because of that. The only post plant is going to be from that Gecko, but the spam through is gonna finally go to 2 kills, finally going in favor of Centennials on this attacking round. Yokito able to trade it out 3v2 in favor of Centennials. Frosty has to get onto the spike. 3 bullets in the headhunter. Not much they can do. Tries the body block, but the spam through is too good. Centennials win the pistol.
Last player standing.
There goes everybody.
Yep.
Everyone dies at the end to that spike. I don't know if they had any actual armor or anything that they wanted to carry over into this round, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be 5 Spectres. On the other side, well, Rob Snap and Clap not going to get that, or not going to pick up the Marshall that we've been seeing so much of. Instead, is going to get a shorty, or Ghost, I guess now. Had a shorty for a moment. You're going to see a couple Bulldog, a Marshall out on Strange as well. So some of this is going to be spotted. And yeah, Strange is going to teleport out of there. He's going to eat a bit of damage from that nade, actually, too.
Yeah, Molly's going to slow it down a little bit, but walls are going to be up just to get as much pressure and as much space as he can for these attackers on Centennial. Trying to get onto this A side. Frosty's got to hold it down, but Hypno actually able to get 1, but it's going to immediately be traded out by Phoenix. Now it's really down to Frosty. Gets a nice headshot. Cherish is there for the trade. The drop from Yokito. Not good enough. Frost snap clap, however, there with that Ghost. It is good enough. It's a 1v2. Spike is stuck in tree. The flash isn't good. Rob Snapclap runs and guns. It's a 1v1, and they're able to win it. The 3K from Rob Snapclap finds 3 players of Centennials, and it's a thrifty clutch for the side of WHO Esports.
1 ghost is all it takes. Apparently.
The only
Because Rob is going to buy
round.
1 ghost and light armor. The rest of the team has absolutely nothing. And Centennials just collapses under the classics. I don't really know what happened there because they were just walking into some of the close positions. I guess not doing your due diligence and not checking a couple of your corners and stuff. But
more importantly, they're really spread out. They don't have any flashes. The only true is the paranoia from their omen, and that's all they get. Maybe the relay bolts from the neon, but no true flashes. Nothing to blind, nothing to really scare enemies off the angle. So they just ran into the site, and you know the crossfires were just a little bit too good. They lost the 1v1s, so it's a classic. It's not close range. Forrest gets aggressive, and there's the overdrive already from Cherish. Wanting to turn the tables on this round. Finds 1, finds 2, it might find 3. Yes, we'll be able to find 3. Going for the ace, looking to get hyper aggressive. Rob Snapclap able to at least trade things out. But Cherish is going to get stabbed from the back, but Whiff God's able to find the Sage. It's up to Frosty plays with a Vandal. A 1v2 situation, but the Spike barely gets to go down for free. Phoenix picks up their utility.
yeah, but neither player's picked up a weapon here. So that's something to note. It's going to be just 2 pistols against Frosty right now. So Frosty's going to walk in. They haven't been able to retrieve any weapon. And they're going to line up actually around this corner.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, Frosty doesn't know where the last player is. 1v2. Phoenix
He's checking, but the time is just ticking down.
Holding so patiently. The classic. Ooh, 3K for Frosty with a little bit of a flick as Phoenix. The shots aren't fast enough. The classic, not enough damage, and Frosty goes for the 180. Did you see their faces? Indeed, Chamber. A nice little flick for Frosty. Gives WHO Esports the lead in the series, a lead in the map. But weapons are going to be bought up for Centennials, finally. And it's going to be looking like the same is going to be done for WHO Esports. You're going to see a Bulldog in the hands of Hypnode, choosing the best in the full shields. Full utility, full shields for both sides. So here on round 4, it should be a relatively even buy. Frosty looking to get aggressive. Going for the Chamber 1v1. Both players not finding anything. Strange holding their ground. Frosty having the TP out of there. There's one ability, but with God over on the B side, Rob Snapclap gets aggressive with that Sage Wall and pays the price. With God able to find the first pick. B side slightly more open. It's going to draw a rotate from the C side. Hypnode having to rotate, and that's going to leave Fire Arrow on the C side by themselves.
It's going to be C wide open. C's going to be wide open. There's still 2 players here over towards A. And I think with the fact that they're so far pushed up and haven't met any resistance means that they're going to call their teammates over. So the half the remaining players from WHO are going to rotate towards C. And now they're realizing, hey, wait a second. We haven't seen anybody over here. And that's correct.
Going back to C.
Nobody's there. And yeah. Oh, it's coming B now. This is just ring around the rosy with the bomb sites. You want to go A? You want to go B? How about C? Oh, how about B here at the end?
Holding the angle still.
It's going to be Hypnode here.
Holding the angle. It might be able to get 1. Does get 1. Going for 2. No, the spray isn't good enough. Wingman able to get that plant down. Frosty in the backstab. Able to find Strange, but Cherish. Absolutely huge on the Killjoy last round. It's now 1v3 for Frosty. 46 health. Able to find Forrest. Forrest turns around.
There's not a lot of HP on these players.
No, both are very low. And did he best into the Tour de Force, maybe? Can't tell, but Phoenix unable to stay alive. 3 kills for Frosty. Has to get back, but Cherish is watching the angle. 3 kill for Cherish to take down the 3 kills from Frosty, and we are tied up just as fast as WHO Esports were able to take the lead. Excellent stuff for the offense, as they were just running around circles, going to the C side, going to the A side, going to the B side, going to the A side, going back to the B side for the crunch, and then just leaving to a 1v3. And you know, kudos to Frosty, able to bring it down to 1v1, but it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. The lurk was too good. And as we go into round 5, they're going to be the defense on a light buy.
Standing ahead.
Tour de Force is available. shot goes wide over on the A site. The lightning, the wall, too good. But
It's going to be the tour de force shut down.
Ooh.
But
Two
it's a
kills with the
3v3 at
classic.
the end of
Holy
the game.
shit.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Weapon still advantage for the offense. And the spikes
Gun here.
planted still holding C. I'm not sure if they realize that finally they're going to be able to run it back
Take this.
towards this A side. That is going to be completely clear.
Gotta go.
Yep, they're just going to run that in. Cherish
I'm
clearing
out
the
Uh-huh.
of
way here to open things up, but the rotation's coming in as well as the backstab. Rob, snap, and clap. Not really your most ideal weapon, you know, coming for that flank. That is going to be
planted.
the Gecko
Full util.
wingman coming
Everyone.
down. He's picking it up too, and he's going to get spammed, but he's going to get away with his life.
Yeah, Hypno grabs a third kill
Oh, that
round.
blind's going to be
Still has
huge.
the
This blind's going to be
paranoia.
huge.
Yeah.
One enemy
Maybe
remaining.
able to get 1 kill, 4 kills for Hypno, but finally gonna take it down. Cherish able to take down Hypno, but Yokito's there for the trade. Cherish falls in the neon, and it's gonna be once again WHO Esports coming back for another blow, taking the lead once again.
My ultimate is ready.
Wonderful
Blast
stuff
here.
from the retake.
Weapon here.
I mean, the biggest advantage they had was the fact that they still had full util going into the 3v2, so while the weapons weren't great, they were able to just use the util to just clear out angles, clear out sight, the paint shells, the paranoia. So good for the defense, and now the offense looking like some light shields, still has some rifles. But man, what a very interesting match we've had here on Lotus.
No, 100%. We're going to see
You want
Rob
to
Snap and
play?
Clap is going to be
Let's
working
play.
in mid. That's going to be the ultimate tour de force coming out for Strange here. That's a lot of ultimates. Centennials has everything online, all they could want. But no one's actually going to present a target of opportunity here. So Strange is going to be staring, but there's no one here. No one's going to be peeking that angle, giving him a chance.
Don't mind that. I mean, just holding that angle could be huge, as someone might be trying to go for a jump peek. A little spot, an op shot just as the smoke goes up. Strange force off the angle. One shot in the chamber, gone. It's gonna be all 5 members of Centennials actually gonna rotate out. Forrest gets stuck in that mid lurk, and all of Centennials gonna run over to his empty C site, exactly where they wanted to go. Push from Rob Snapclap, finds Whiff God, but Whiff God finds the head first. Wingman going for the plan. Frosty finds Cherish on the lurk, and it looks like Wingman might almost get the plan of a Hypno,
30
trades it
seconds
out.
left.
Has the flash in hand. 30 seconds remaining. Spike out in the open onto the site. Thrash is gonna be good. Should be able to find at least one, but Yokito's there to at least cover it, maybe. Yeah, no, Phoenix able to get 1 kill. Finds the second kill, actually. Finally, the backstab from Yokito is finally in
10
time, but
seconds
Spike's still yet to go down.
Last
Whipco
player
has to become
standing.
huge, able to find one.
enemy
Has to find the
remaining.
second one, but Frosty's
Spike
good with the
down,
3K.
C.
Teleport's ready.
Chambers alive, but the round's
Well.
gonna go in favor of WHO Esports. Not enough time. Strange doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, no, he had a classic the entire round and then had the ultimate out. Didn't end up picking up a weapon over the course of that. Despite all the weapons on the ground, I think Strange just didn't want to go forward. I mean, the only way you win that at the end is if you're able to catch Frosty, but Frosty just books it out, gets around the corner, all you needed to do. And that's going to be a 4th round here for WHO.
Yeah, absolutely clean stuff coming from the defense. They're able to quell the aggression from WHO Esports, from Centennials. I mean, really like understanding like, hey, just moving the map. My brain started getting fried. Holy crap! But they've been doing a really good job. Rob Snapclap again with this aggressive stage wall. Are they gonna expect him on this high angle? Yes. Strange is able to take him down. Yokito's able to get out with their life barely, but it's gonna get slowed down. Overdrives are gonna be available for Cherish. Able to find one, but Hypno's already grabbed 2 kills right off the bat.
Shocking. Shortcut.
3v3.
That's going to be on the
Frosty plays
flank
for
too,
the
though.
backstab,
Frosty's going
yeah.
to be behind both these players.
Cherish able to get it. get the kill. Fast lane was great, splitting up that site. It's a 2v2 now. Weapons still available for both players of this offense, but Cherish is going to be just running it down, trying to get whatever they want. Seeker's going to be invested just to find everything. And they're going to spot both of these players on this A side. 40 seconds left. It's going to be Wigman planting, and actually will be able to plant for free maybe, but Fire Arrow able to find Cherish, and it's just the Phoenix, a 1v1. No idea where this Raze is, running away with the showstopper. Location is known for Phoenix. Does have the mosh pit. It's going to force Yokito off the angle, but Yokito just a little... But no! Phoenix walks right back into the mosh pit, doesn't respect it, and dies. Phoenix voids with the huge mosh pit. Stops the momentum from WHO Esports from going too far, and Centennials up to 3 now. Wow. Just unlucky stuff coming from the defense. Able to win the 1v1, but just Phoenix... Really smart mosh pit, and glad that you had that piece of util saved for the spike plant. And now, going into the next round, it's again going to be full rifled all around. These teams trading everything. Going to be a fast lane just to get some A pressure towards Rubble. Actually doesn't get too much value. It's going to be halted by the wall, but regardless, Cherish is able to get the first pick. Finds Frosty, and it's going to leave Yokito on the site all by themselves. Boombot in hand. Maybe want to try and get some util to confirm the site hit. But instead, just going to use this paint shell, slow down his attack. Rob Stop Clap, able to get Forrest, as Forrest was trying to get to a TP play, but Cherish is there for the trade. Strange finds another pick through B main. They pushed all the way up. It's going to be the crunch. 2 players remaining for WHO Esports on this defense. Wingman goes down. Yokito not letting Wingman get anything out of it. So Phoenix Voids will have to do it the old-fashioned way. Might cost him a life, but no, Phoenix wins that 1v1. A classic in the hands of Fire Arrow. 12 health. Not much they can do. It should be tied up here on Lotus.
Would be maybe just looking to have a gun and just save this, being able to back out. No, he's going to go for the fight and finds Cherish somehow. Doesn't know where the other players are, though. And that is going to be Phoenix Voids picking it up through the wall. And that is going to be another round. They're going to tie us up 4-4. And this is looking kind of close right now.
Back and forth and back and forth. You saw that early rounds of Haven as well. Both teams so evenly matched. Seems like we didn't go to overtime the last map, but you can see this map definitely having the makings of it. We're going to round 9, still tied up. Rifle still in the hands of both teams. I mean, you saw Fire Arrow with a classic the last round, but this time, no classic, no pistols to be found. It's going to be a fast aggress for the defense towards this A site, but all Centennials is going to be actually running towards C, forcing Frosty to back out. TP already. Going to draw some rotates. Draw some pressure towards A main, and all of WHO Esports already have all of A control. They're going to push into the T spawn. And now, actually, they're kind of trapped. It's going to be a huge play. As Cherish is able to stay alive. Gets one. It's traded out, but Strange finds Hypnode. Spike's going to go down to A for free. Forrest using that ultimate to just get to the site. No one really there. None of his teammates there, but none of the defenders there either for the retake. 3v4 in favor of Centennials. As they make their way onto A lobby. They make their way onto the site. Forrest is going to get spotted. Spots out 2 defenders. TPs. Goes to drop. Going to get aggressive, but Rob Snap Clock able to save their teammate. 3v3 now. Frosty needs to come up huge, but Whipshot finds one. Strange holds the angle. Frosty unable to do anything. And just the spray from Yokito with the Spectre unable to do anything. Centennials take the lead once again with 3 members surviving. And I think that might force a low buy from WHO Esports once again. Yeah, I see a Marshall. See some. Yeah, it's gonna be a light buy. Damage is gonna be the name of the game for WHO Esports. Maybe getting some headshots could be huge with that Sheriff, with those Marshalls, the Bulldog, Shorty. But you have 3 ultimates coming up for the defense. That could be absolutely huge. But Phoenix does have that Thresh, full util. It's been absolutely coming up huge towards these post-plant scenarios.
You want to play? Let's play.
Tour de Force can be invested. Wow, for Rip, and Strange wins it. Strange takes down the chamber counterpart. Dark gonna be there to clear out the space, but Hypno with that Sheriff is able to take down Cherish, who was the lurker towards that C. Flash is gonna clear out that space, and it's gonna mean that all the pressure is gonna be here towards A. The Rez is coming up to protect Frosty place, but Thrash is gonna be there, locks up the Sage. And Frosty with their own Tour de Force is gonna hold it, but Strange gets the second kill on the counterpart. 2 for 2 against Frosty, but it's Rob on that Marshall. Good for 1. Oh, good for 2.
Oh,
2v2 now. Rob has been absolutely huge, getting that res, 2 kills for themselves, and now it's going to push all the way through B. Both defenders are split up, and the spike should go down on this A side for free. Fire
Spike
arrow.
planted.
1 away from Seekers. Could be a huge piece of util. Rob snap clap. Looking like they want to meet up. Got a Prowler. Trying to spot any of these defenders out.
I don't know if he spotted either. I don't know if Fire spotted any of them.
But the Flash should be good for 1.
Flash isn't be good either.
One enemy
Goes and
remaining.
clears out tree, and Rob Snapclap able to get there. Finds Strange. It's a 1v2. Phoenix voice position unknown, but Phoenix holds the angle. Rob Snapclap unaware of it. The Dancing Omen is how Centennials are feeling as they're able to get to 6. 2 rounds remaining in this half, and Centennials have been looking great on this offense, but WHO Esports, their defense hasn't been shabby. It's just the last 2 rounds that Centennials have been able to just win back-to-back.
So far, I mean, they're doing just a fantastic job right now. It's going to be 6-4. They rattled off 4 straight rounds now. Centennials have been able to, and they still have a couple ultimates. You know, Cherish is going to pop off with that Neon as well. The overdrive kicking through. You do have the Seekers available currently for Fire Arrow, as well as the teleport on Forest. But right now, I mean, Forest is going so aggressive and is able to pick off Cherish, actually. That's huge. And is still somehow alive.
Hypno
Well,
gets
not anymore.
aggressive.
I can't miss.
Yeah, but Force, Phoenix, and Strange, the rest of Centennials are there for the trades. Finds Rob Snap kill and just leaves the 2 defenders from WHO Esports by themselves. Strange looking to get aggressive, but Frosty able to find 1. That's a big pick. And the Seekers are available,
Spike planted.
so locations should be found. Fire Arrow able to find Strange on the flank. It's a 2v2. Flash gonna find no one on the stairs. Well, remaining 2 players on site. 1 in tree. Finds no one. Phoenix holding underneath the hut.
Last player standing.
Forest gonna be spotted. The
1 enemy remaining.
gonna get gooped
Somehow
up. The
gets
spray
one
team's
of
good
those.
from Fire Arrow. The Dizzy able to tag up Fire. But Phoenix
Last
is good
round
for it.
in the half.
Stays alive with just enough help, and we are going to the final half. A 7-5 lead for Centennials. 7-4 lead for Centennials. WHO Esports need to get their footing. We'll have the money for rifles. It does have a couple ultimates to boot. Really want to see those being used now. I mean, it's just the Omen all. Pardon me. It's the other way around. Centennials 3 ultimates, 4 if you count Forest being 1 away from that Omen TP. 3 Spectres for WHO Esports. They just need to get a round win.
Rob is going to move locations well. The wall is going to go up elsewhere, so they are going to just throw that up and leave because they know that if that wall is still there, well, they're not there. The problem is that Centennials is very much here. I don't think they've actually spotted the wall yet, though. I don't know if they've gone around the... Okay, no, they
Yes, they
definitely
have
have.
now.
They do see it. The utility is coming through. Rob is going to open up this wall and is going to be greeted by
Aggressive.
a firing
Aggressive
squad.
from
No, he's
Rob
going to run
Snapclap.
right through. They're
Good
not
for
going to
1,
turn
good
around.
for- almost good for 2. But able to finally trade that out. Tons of damage to the Gecko. Fire able to find him. So, but Fire Arrow finds the Sova. Doesn't have to pull out the gun in time, but Yokito's there for the trade. 3v3. Weapons tiny bit in favor of WHO Esports, but here comes that overdrive from Cherish.
Oh.
It's absolutely huge every time.
That
it's
didn't go
used.
anywhere.
Fast
ran into
lane
the wall.
really, yeah, fast lane didn't get much value, and
Oh.
Cherish is gonna get slowed up. Still 3v3, trying to get any damage. They still have guns, so not too worried if you're the side of Centennials. But here comes the retake. Frosty able to get the first pick onto this retake. Absolutely huge, but the spike is planted for Mound. Strength can just spam this if they choose, and Cherish is still playing
Last
extremely
player
close.
standing.
Hypno able to get that kill though. Cherish on the flank, able to find one.
Remaining.
Tries to find the second, but the refuse is there. Not fast enough.
Switching sides.
We end the half 7-5 as we switch sides. WHO Esports able to finally get a clutch win after losing 5 in a row. Didn't really feel like that though. They were able to do so much damage throughout those 5 rounds that it just kept it close, round after round after round after round after round. And finally, that was a culmination in that final round, keeping things at a 2-round deficit for WHO Esports as they go into the attack. This is Centennials map pick, so you expect them to get a little fancy here, and especially on the favorite side. I'm liking what Centennials have got going on.
Yep, definitely want to see what the comp is now. It's going to be whose turn to go on this attack. You can see Sheriff is just going to have that Sheriff in hand as well. Might be going for an aggressive peek out, and is going to see absolutely nobody. As
Sheriff's
Robs has
awesome.
a shorty,
Yeah.
as well as
And
this
they're
going to
going
be...
to push all the way through C.
Yep, it's going to be
No
an
one
A-side
C.
push. With God going to be here and waiting.
Oh. First pick should be towards B, maybe. Yes, Forrest is able to find Rob Snapclack, who was on that lurk towards B. Doesn't pay off for the side of Esports and B. The tree pressure for With God. The shock dart's going to do a little bit chip damage, but Fire is able to tap the head. 4v4, health still pretty equal. But all of WHO Esports is kind of getting crunched right now. Nowhere to go, really. Hypnode. Watch the angles. Might be good for one. Yes. No, actually. Hypno managed to stay with the life, but Frosty and Hip finds one. Forrest gets a 3K. Finds 2 more picks onto the defense. Share from Cherish. Not finding anything yet.
Last player
Sight
standing.
is on the side of Who's, and Yokito able to find that kill onto the Forest. It's absolutely huge to spam through
Spike
from Cherish in a
planted.
1v2.
Oh.
Tries to go for the 1 pit. Frosty with the headhunter. Dinks Cherish off, and that's 6 on the board for WHO Esports. They want to keep themselves in this map, in this series, and in contention for playoffs for chumps.
Yep, they're doing a fantastic job right now of just bringing this one back, and this should be a good round for them, depending on whether or not we're going to see a buy-in. And right now, it does not look like Centennials is going to invest anything in. I mean, single frenzy. I mean, I say that though, we definitely did see this happen previously.
Absolutely. But it's going to be decently slow for Centennials. They don't need to get too aggressive, but and say that before that frenzy invest is absolutely huge. It's going to be a weapon upgrade for them, and that's the lurker and the sage gone. WHO Esports needs to up the pace onto this C site. Gonna be 2 defenders waiting. Dizzy not gonna get much information. We hit the teleporting on top of that box. Gonna be chipped away a little bit with God. Moshpit's gonna hold him down a little bit. Cherish trying to get anything, but Frosty is gonna be at the first pick. Hypno finds 2 more. It's a 4v2 in favor of WHO Esports as they claim the C site. Strange with the headhunter. See if they can find anything, and
One enemy remaining.
not looking like much. As Strange falls forward down to the 1v4. Spike gets to go down. Not needed. The judge finds 1 pick, but that's all it's going to be. 3 members survive for WHO Esports as they tie the series back up. Tie the map back up.
Yep, deadlocked 7-7 right now as we're gonna get into the guns. That was gonna be a lot of stuff kept available for the side of WHO Esports as well. And we're gonna get a hype train going in the chat as well, because we forgot that we could sub now, because we did hit affiliate a couple weeks ago and we forgot to set it up. So we are gonna see a fair amount coming through here as people are gonna get excited. We're gonna cash in on the money because, you know, we love money. Because we make so much money in a free league. But we are going to see right now. I mean, look at this. It's a 5-man push. The Spectres are just going to run and gun. And With God just gets obliterated. No chance at all.
Tries to get out of there. Gets stuck. And it's going to be the site giving up to WHO Esports, who want to win this bonus convincingly. So much aggression. And they're able to find Strange all the way up there, too. Towards that B drop-off. Forrest able to get 1, and Yokito's held with the smoke out, but the nade is good. Phoenix has to do everything. It gets 3 kills. This is definitely winnable.
This spot is Will, but no, the
body,
judge!
oh, Rob snap and clap. Pulls out the judge, able to take down Phoenix. The close quarter combat, the one place where the judge is better, able to take down the Gecko, and that's gonna call for our first timeout of the series.
Oh, we haven't seen one of these in a while.
The defense Centennials now have lost their lead. And again, I was talking about WHO Esports were playing all those 5 rounds that they lost so close. They could have gone either way so many times. And you're starting to see it come in the opposite direction as WHO Esports are on the attack. They've been so good at like holding down, getting onto site cleanly, and then just playing flawless in the retake and stopping Centennials from getting any information, any retake possibilities, drawing out util early in the round, and getting the first picks that they need. As we go look into round 16, you're going to see Thrash available, and you are going to see that Omen TP available for the defense and Centennials. But however, the offense, Hypno does have that TP for himself, and you are 2 away from the showstopper. So those are big ultimates that are used for initiation. But if you're looking Centennials, use those ultimates to your advantage. Phoenix needs to come up huge. It's going to look like a light buy, perhaps, for the side of the defense. A hero rifle and with God. Maybe. Yeah, it's just gonna be the light
We'll
buy
see if
with a hero
Whipcog
rifle.
keeps this. Okay, it's gonna go down to a Bulldog. Forest with Abaki. Where is he?
Where is he?
Nowhere near the action. That's the answer.
Just expecting aggression from the side of WHO Esports, as they have loved flooding onto site and just owning it completely. Darts get spot 1. Frosty forced off the angle, concede a little bit of the mount space. No one on Centennials really pushing A, pushing any of the mains. They were playing it slow, letting WHO Esports dictate the pace. It's not like our last map where you saw Tuna just throw so much util all the way through A main. Instead, it's just gonna be slow push. This is all 5 members of the attackers gonna be slowly pushing away. Omen Alt's gonna clear out heaven. It's gonna clear out heaven. So at least no one's there right now. And here's the Thrash. Gonna be absolutely huge. Able to find a couple picks. That's 1. Fires it for the crossfire. Wingman's able to find 1. And Phoenix is good for another kill. It's gonna be a 4v3 in favor of Centennials. Picks up the weapon advantage, and 3 players are still stuck in tree. They're gonna have to back out.
30 seconds left.
But the overdrive from Cherish, it's going to be absolutely locking these
right
players
into
down.
They're gonna walk right into them, and that's the spike.
The reset of the charge. Yokido going to get aggressive. Finally
Over here.
goes down so low, but Cherish does eventually fall. 2v3, but the spike is yet to go down. 10 seconds remaining.
10
There's
seconds
no
left.
hope. WHO Esports just has to hold onto these guns and survive. We are going to be tied back up 8-8. Round 16 goes in favor of Centennials with some massive ultimates that were absolutely pivotal in keeping them alive.
The big win. They're going to recover the weapons as well. Or, okay, well, Phoenix recovered a weapon. The other 2 did not, it looks like. Forrest and Wavegod still, Bulldog and Spectre. They're going to buy the rifles into this round. On the other side, you're going to see the rifles once again. Hypno, though, forced down to a Sheriff as well. So, I mean, they do seem to have the money to do it, to do full rifles, but it doesn't look like they're going to choose to do so. So we're going to get 8-8 in the scoreline. I mean, if we're looking at overtime right now, this is looking a lot closer to overtime here, it seems.
Yeah, it's every blow for blow has been really the name of the game. It's going to be early fast lane, invested for Cherish just to get over behind this box. I wonder if WHO Esports is going to be able to read that. But with God over on B, finds the first pick, finds Hypno lurking. That's all the smoke's gone for the side WHO Esports, and the drone to re-clear with God. 2 kills from
Spike
Cherish
down,
and Strange
C.
over on the C site. Finds so much. It's just the 2 players for WHO Esports. Phoenix has already pushed all the way through A. Now, no map control for the side of Centennial. For WHO Esports, Centennials have it all under control. Phoenix gonna run into 1. Finds the second. Dizzy finds 1. It's gonna get gooped up by Yukito with the spray through. Just goes for the spray and pray. Emphasis on the pray. Able to get out. Does have the spike. And it is in a 1v3 situation with a free sight. has a showstopper. That's actually going to be huge in his post
30
plant.
seconds left.
Spike planted. My ult's ready. Go get him.
No pain shells. Does have a satchel.
And is going to actually dodge out the recon as well.
Yeah.
That smoke will be a bit of an issue, though, I think. And the ult's going to find
early
absolutely nothing. Might have shot it off a little too early here. Doesn't find anything with it, and is just going to get spammed through the smoke. And that is going to be a 9th round on the board for Centennials here.
Centennials retake the lead, and yeah, if you're on the side of who, just that showstopper. I think it was just hit a little too early. I think if I were them, I would have waited for the spike to at least get tapped, and then we can take that shot and to at least maybe get 1 or even 2 picks, which is what seemed was going to happen. The defenders were grouped up very close together. Now for Centennials, now you're starting to get some momentum back onto your defensive round. Forest just dancing along with themselves, and if you're on the offense, WHO Esports still have some money to buy. I think they have the tour de force as well to invest into this round, which could be absolutely huge. Try to get a main pressure.
You want to play? Let's play.
Both tour de forces invested. No duels yet. Dizzy's not going to find Frosty. It's going to allow Frosty to get clear a little bit of space for themselves. Force on that off angle up towards heaven. But with
Spike
God,
down,
able to get the
B.
first pick, finds Frob, snap clap, and finds the spike. And then draw some rotations. Frosty, if he holds the angle, will be able to find Phoenix. Might be able to get a very easy shot, but Phoenix smartly holds the ground. Doesn't play too aggressive. Doesn't overcommit to the rotate. Excellent job from Centennials to just hold things down. Spikes can get backed up towards arches. And a defensive smoke to help the rotation from Phoenix. Above a little gap as well. Excellent job from WHO Esports to help their Gecko. And from Centennials to help their Gecko. But Frosty plays, finally pops out, finds the Gecko, and Fire Arrow able to find Chamber. 4v3 now. Favor of WHO Esports on this offense. Cherish gonna find all 3 Seekers attacking him. Yokido finds the body. No kills go the way on the B site. Spike needs to get committed somewhere. It's gonna go back into the spawn. It looks like it's gonna be the C site. Yeah, the C site's completely clear. Hypno pushed all the way through. And they can get aggressive if they choose to. Blast pack just to make sure that they get in the
10
positioning they
seconds
want.
left.
And they're gonna plan towards mountain. Excellent stuff from the side of WHO Esports as they're able to get 2 crucial kills and manipulate the map into their favor. Now, 3 players for Centennials in the retake. No relay bolts. No one on the flank. It's all 3 of these.
This blind will be huge. This blind is going to be massive. That's going to be 1 going down. Yokido falls. And I think Hypno is still able to see, but no, he's going to go down.
2v2. But Fire Arrow is still holding very close. Able to get a 3 kill.
1 enemy remaining.
Cherish has to get aggressive. Able to get aggressive. Finds one. Goes for the weapon swap. Needs to find Frosty. Spike disappears. Frosty finds 1 maybe, but the Cherish gets the 4K, but it isn't enough time to get the spike defuse. We are tied back up at 9, but Cherish looking like they want to keep their team on their back. Absolutely huge stuff coming from the Neon. Man, Cherish is very good at this game. Oh boy. Big stuff coming from both sides. Hero plays after hero plays. And it's really been the trades that have been awesome. WHO Esports, you know, despite losing the first player, able to get 2 quick picks. Smoke's dropping. It's just perfect timing. And it causes all Centennials to go into a panic. This time switching up Chamber, going to hold C site once again. The Gecko holding all of the B. But a fast lane just to draw some utility. See if they can draw some panic. But no one's going to be on the C site to even see that fast lane or even hear it. It's going to be the investment into the B site, WHO Esports. Wingman going to be used very early just to see if there's any pressure towards that B. It's going to be no at the moment, but Spike still not invest anything. Still going to hold C lobby. Jump peek going to spot 1, and the drone over on A is going to spot the Chamber TPing out of there. So with a minute left to go, WHO Esports are kind of cramped towards this B site, but it seems like that's where they're going to want to invest in. Wingman for the aggression for Phoenix, trying to find 1, finds 2 actually. That's the initiator and the smokes for the side of WHO Esports gone. Moskva's going to hold things down. And it looks like Spike is going to have to try and rotate over to that C site.
Teleport's ready.
Door's going to go open and close, seeing they can try and rotate, use
You
anything.
will not spike
But it's going to be
carry
Strange
left.
on the side by themselves. Rest comes out for
Got
Hypno.
interrupted.
God, Forrest is Strange. Yeah. All the kills going
It
in
just
favor
gunned
of the
everybody
defense.
down.
Centennials with the firing squad take the lead back on Lotus.
It's going to be 10-9 now. As we're going into the next round, it's not going to be a good buy for WHO. They're going to concede probably this round, depending on whether or not Robs just absolutely mows down the entire team of WHO, which, you know, that might happen. We've seen it before. Could see it again. It's going to be 5 Vandals, though, on the other side. The weaponry, utility, everything in the advantage of Centennials for this round, as they're going to make that peek out towards A. Frosty on a Marshall.
Yep. Does have all 8 bullets in the headhunter. Phoenix gets out with her life barely. Well, Sova gets out with her life barely. But Spike looking like it's going to be leaning towards this A side again. Really hope no one gets picked off. I love the fast aggression play. Try to just jump onto the site, but they're just going to keep playing slow. Esports. Put some pressure A and looking like they're going to walk right back towards C side. Frosty. With that Marshall. With the headhunter in hand, it's going to be Strange on that chamber holding down the C side. It's going to draw all the rotates. That dog might just be the retake that Centennials play for. Sage Wall just to cut off the CT spawn. It's going to spam through. Spike yet to go down, and Fire Arrow is able to actually find the first kill. The Spectre doing big damage. Hunter's Fury tags up one, finds the kill in the Rob Snap Clap, evens the numbers out. Another damage, another util. Fire Arrow finds the second kill of the round. Forrest gets a little too aggressive. Numbers back in favor, and I say that until Cherish absolutely comes up huge, finds one, finds another one.
Enemy remaining.
We're back to even, but Frosty just a little too good. With God, left in a 1v1. Heard the reload, gets aggressive, and is able to get the 3K. Frosty plays goes down, and 11's going to go to Centennials.
Despite
Excellent
everything,
stuff.
despite everything, big clutch coming out of With God with the ultimate as well. The takedown one earlier in the round. Going in against the half buy coming out of WHO, Centennials looked like they had everything, and it just collapsed. But they are going to get up to 11 rounds. That's going to be a timeout coming in for WHO. They want to talk this one over because right now you're 2 rounds away from losing the map. But, I mean, they are right up there in it right now.
I mean, look at Cherish. Has been absolutely a demon on the lobby. 25-16. Phoenix not too far off at 22-13. But if you look at Frosty on this chamber, on the attacking, you're starting to get slightly less value because Chamber, one of the worst players to initiate onto his site. Great for holding flanks, great for holding the site. Spike. But you do have a couple ultimates. You do have the Seekers available. You're 3 away from the Showstopper, and you're 3 away from that Tour de Force if you're on the side of WHO Esports. And I would really love a fast exact. I think I said that last round, but now you have the rifles. Throw Centennials off their guard. Try to jump onto this A site, jump onto this B site. Maybe that Centennials won't be prepared for that. And then you can also try and build towards that Showstopper. Raise that orb control and just let them plant the spike. I think that's going to be a great win condition. Thrash is available for Phoenix. Could slow or halt push completely or kill the round and force match point. And then once again, WHO Esports, they lose this, they won't have much money going into the next round. A must-win situations. And
Yep,
you see a Stinger
they know
bot.
it,
Oh
too.
my god.
Want to see what this is coming out of the timeout as well, the strategy that they're going to bring in. And it looks like, I mean, you're going to have a couple rifles available. Frosty and Hypnode both are going to have something. They'll break the dart, which is going to signify their presence here on this side of the map. Cherish, with that overdrive available as well, knows that this is coming. Probably going to pop this and just go for it here potentially. He's going to shock through. Nothing really caught up though in the stun. Hypnode's going to get across. And this is just, I mean, the bomb plant will probably just go down, and this will just be a post-plant scenario. As Cherish is going to find the first one, though.
Site was conceded for favor of WHO Esports, but Cherish able to find 2 picks. Fire only gets 1. Frosty holding down the line, grabs 2 before Strange is able to trade it out, but it's a 1v2. Actually a 1v2. The lurk from Forest has to be good. All of their teammates have fallen. 2 TPs, 2 smokes available. Gets past the slow. That's 1 piece util. Pushes fire arrow in the smoke. Is able to get the headshot. 1v1. Finds the body and is able to get the headshot. TP's up. Defuse should be good. Yes, it is going to be good. Forest with a 1v2 clutch. Absolutely huge. And that's going to bring Centennials to match point.
Get your place.
Just a huge play there from Forest. Going massive at the end, and the TP as well works out with the jump up and everything as they end up landing it. And that is going to be the match point, 12-9. And the buy from the side of who probably not going to be your hottest buy right now that you're staring down on the side of the attack.
Oh,
but
God.
I mean, it's just, I mean, it's not going to be, I mean, actually, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You're going to have 3 rifles there, which works out pretty nicely, but we're going to have to see where they want to go with this, what they're going to do, what type of aggression. You're going to have 3 ultimates available. Frosty will have the Tour de Force. You're going to have the teleport. You're going to have Seekers. On the other side, you'll have the overdrive as well as the teleport. So a couple of tools available for both teams here. But you know, Cherish is going to look for an opportunity to pop that and just start shredding players because you want to finish this map. And they're looking to finish it as soon as they can.
So are we, Shio. So are we. But it's going to be patient play from WHO Esports once again. This time, looking towards that B site. With the ability to rotate quickly, but Cherish is going to be the one holding the C side. And that's the last person you want to be walking into. Oh, the timing. The timing's perfect. Yokido looks away at the wrong moment, but is able to snap back. Finds Cherish in the headshot, and that's going to be a personnel advantage for WHO Esports. And they're going to read that as a clear sight. It's going to be up to Strange to hold down the site. Able to get 1 pick, but Hypno's there for the trade. 4v3 in favor of WHO Esports. And you can see Whip got super low. No util to really spam through it. Has to back off. Spike yet to be planted. 30 seconds remaining. The TP is going to be good, but Fire Arrow able to find Phoenix. The Thrash unavailable. With God, 30 health. Still finds 1 kill. 2v3. Spike yet to go down. 20 seconds remaining. But the Spike should be able to go down. Frosty's trying to get aggressive. Gets the spray through. Finds 1, and that's all it's going to be. Forest back to a 1v3 once again. Can they come up clutch?
Oh. That's an awkward spot to pop the ultimate. He just kind of walked right into the middle of nowhere. He's going to get out there, though. This is going to be, though, Frosty right on the other side. He's going to spot this right as he rounds a corner. I don't know how Forrest wins that. But doesn't matter. Teammates there to clean it up. 12-10, so even on the not-so-good buy, they do a pretty good job.
Excellent stuff, and that keeps them in the series, more importantly. It's going to be full investment. I think everyone should be able to buy with at least light armors if they choose to go that route. And if you're the side of Centennials, your money's not great. Cherish is on light. Yeah, it's going to go heavy shields and going to just invest in that overdrive, I believe. And 3 members are going to be broke. This could be overtime.
That works.
If Centennials don't win this,
let's play.
it is very plausible we can be going into overtime here on Lotus.
Yeah, I know people were joking about the overtime, but as of right now, it's definitely looking like a pretty possible potential with the weapons right now that are currently in the grasp. I mean, Cherish is going to look for an opportunity here to just run it down. And I think the other team's aware. I think WHO Esports is kind of aware of the fact that, hey, money might not be so great. We don't want to be too hasty with our movements here. The problem is that, you know, the clock does work against you. You're eventually going to have to do that. They're going to drop. Forrest, though, is going to get an early pick onto Frosty, who did have that ultimate available and is now going to be down. And we're going to see where Forrest is going to go next. Forrest is going to spot the spike, actually.
Yeah,
there's going to be Cherish. There's Cherish just rolling right through.
Oh.
No overtime.
Flawless. No.